digressing a little bit here. I said probable category 2, and I hope I don't insult your intelligence here, but there's some interesting things about storm naming and categories and stuff like that. I say probable category 2 because these categories weren't even thought about back then. They weren't even named. So I got a couple of slides here that we'll talk about. The Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Strength Scale, category 1 to 5, which we all know these today. It was introduced to the public in 1973. I was down here in dental school at the time. That's when they first introduced the Saffir-Simpson scale. And the purpose was to estimate potential structural damage to buildings based on wind speed. That's overlaid a picture of Hurricane Hugo as it approached the coast. I got the hell out of Dodge. Went up to Columbia with the family. And I'll have to say, I still remember my treasured live oak tree in the backyard here, which rivaled Angel Oak. It was so big it covered 3 yards, and we lost it. Nothing but stalk left when we got back. Naming storms. Late in the 19th and early 20th centuries, Australian meteorologist Clement Wraggs began informally naming tropical storms and cyclones using the Greek alphabet, mythological figures, and eventually the names of dislike politicians. Yeah. World War II, and during World War II, U.S. military meteorologists in the Pacific informally tracked storms by naming them after their wives and girlfriends. It gets better. In 1950, the U.S. formally started identifying storms using the phonetic alphabet, like Abel, Baker, and Charlotte. But in 1953, Hurricane Hazel hit. The system was transitioned to using female names. Hurricane female. That's far as we'll go on that. We had a house at Pawleys Island that withstood the Hurricane Hazel. And I remember my dad, we lived on the same street as Barney McIntyre, General Barney McIntyre in the South Carolina Air National Guard. And when Hurricane Hazel hit and was gone, Barney McIntyre got my father in a 2-seater jet fighter. He had never been in a fighter before. And they went down and flew over the house at Pawleys Island just to see if it was still standing, and it was. It's one of the well-built houses in the widest part of the island. But I remember Dad got back and he said, this is from Columbia. He said, you wouldn't believe it. We made it to the beach in 15 minutes. He was impressed. But that was 1953. In 1979, following campaigns of women's rights advocates arguing against the only female names for disasters, meteorologists began alternating between male and female names. So that's a little bit